I was looking on online and I saw a lot of horror brackets going around, well, from a couple while back. But I wanted to take a stab at one. This is kind of a shorter list of some of the other ones, but we watched a lot of horror films throughout our lives. You probably more than me, but nonetheless, it's probably my favorite genre. So
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good bracket to get like the best horror film. Obviously, there's so many to choose from. So.
Yeah.
Short in list, but we'll start out here. So this is the horror bracket of all time. Bracket 1A, we have The Exorcist versus The Witch. I gotta go The Exorcist. Yeah, I gotta go The Exorcist.
I don't know. The Witch, like,
I love The Witch. I do.
I think The Witch has definitely, like, dang, what do you call it? Like, there's moments of, like, where it's, like, super intense.
Yeah.
Especially, like, with the goat and everything.
Right.
But I feel like there's other things in there that just, like, I just can't, like...
The Witch is way too slow for me, though.
I appreciate a slow burn. I like the ending, too.
The ending's great. The ending's great.
Not a big fan of the incest. The mentions of the, like, you know? Like, I don't think it was necessary. Just throwing that out. Like, that was kind of crazy to me. I didn't even think we needed that.
Me personally, I don't side with incest.
Yeah.
But I can respect it.
No, okay. I didn't say all that. But no, seriously, like that one threw me, especially because they were kids. But I'm just saying, like I'm just, you know, like now that I'm thinking about it, that was kind of wild.
Just because of the incest, The Exorcist has to win.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Exorcist is moving on.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
The Exorcist is moving on.
Yeah, no, but seriously, the atmosphere is like really good. I thought the ending was really good, like her being a witch, et cetera, et cetera.
It's a good film. I love it, but The Exorcist is way too important for the horror
genre. Okay,
that it just can't.
Yeah, even like as a movie that is scary. At least back then, anyway, people could not edit this movie in the dark.
Yeah,
which is insane because like you would think
them knowing that it's a film,
like literally,
they're making the film. That should tell you something.
I think I could be wrong, but I think there's even like I think there's some deaths tied to this movie in regards to that, where it's like people who edited it, or let me look it up. But I think there's even that whole lore with it too, that people like were freaked out about as well.
Yeah.
But bro, like you're talking about a movie that was so, at least like in its time, was so horrifying. People like threw up. Yeah, so look at this. 9 people died during the production of The Exorcist, including actors, crew members, and a baby. These deaths, along with other accidents and misfortunes, led some to believe the film was actually cursed. Damn. The lore is crazy, bro.
You know what is cursed about that film? The new one. That shit was ass.
Yeah, that
that movie is cursed. You're right. Bracket 2A is Hereditary or Get Out.
Hereditary.
That is probably the easiest one.
That's right.
Which is so sad because Get Out is a fantastic fucking film.
I still wouldn't consider it a horror.
Now Get Out is a horror film.
I'm not saying it's not, but like not in the same way. I don't know. It's just not even. It's not even scary to me. Like I am not a super big fan of like those
psychological horrors.
Not even psychological, but like those sort of I don't know how how did I explain it? Like where they try to be like, like the truth is scarier, or like real life is scarier than a horror movie, where it's just like what like the film is trying to portray like it has a message.
Yeah, it's like a racist back.
Yes,
like
yes,
it pushes a lot of black issues into the film, and it's kind of like, it's really scary. This happens in real life, not to this extent.
Exactly.
But yeah, I know what you mean, but Get Out's great. It just as a film,
I didn't.
Amazing.
Me, like it wasn't my least favorite of his, but because I think Us was way worse than that. Garbage. But again, like of all those 3, I didn't think any of them were like
horror films.
Yeah, like
you haven't seen
I personally wasn't scared at any point in time watching them.
Okay. Now Hereditary is probably my favorite horror film of all time. I mean, we're gonna find out, I guess, through this list. It might lose in this list, honestly.
I don't know.
But that being said, Hereditary is I couldn't sleep for days.
It's pretty goated. It's pretty goated.
I've watched it so many times now, and I've caught little things as the movie's progressed. The rewatch value is insane.
Yeah.
And just it never fails to amaze me. I
definitely saw that 3 times.
It is incredible
In a movie theater.
Ari Aster needs a award. He probably has them.
That's like one of the first things I did when I saw that movie was like went straight to YouTube. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
There's a deeper meaning. I need to see.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%. The what's it called?
The foreshadowing, like all that stuff in there was like ridiculous.
Insane. No, 100%. That film is one of the best horror films like ever created. And
genuinely scary.
Actually scary. Terrifying, scary. The music, you could play me the music alone and I still will get scared shitless.
I don't remember the lead actress's name.
The guy?
No.
The mom.
The mom.
I don't remember her name either.
She
was incredible.
Insane.
Even the guy though, the son.
The son, I didn't like. Not that I didn't like him.
He's a great actor though.
Have you ever heard of the Naked Brothers band?
Yeah.
That's him.
Who?
Tim.
What do you mean that's him?
He's part of.
They're a band.
He is one of the 2 brothers in the Naked Brothers band.
Really?
Yeah, like the Nickelodeon show, Naked Brothers band.
Yeah, of course.
Crazy Taxi.
He grew up and
that's him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's that guy.
Damn.
But
well, hey, he killed it.
That was sidetrack. His acting was fine. I just didn't care for his crying.
I loved it.
I didn't. I didn't like it at all. It was so like that threw me off.
I love it.
I remember watching the movie and then hearing him cry and I was like what like my immersion was broken. my immersion was broken. But
I was so drawn into this film for sure. This beats just about every other film. Honestly, it might win.
It might win.
It might win. It's just tough though because there's a lot of films.
I don't disagree.
So all right, Hereditary moves on past Get Out. Bracket 3A is Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Halloween, the original, 1973. I think it was Halloween. I don't know.
Versus the original Halloween.
Yeah.
No, Texas Chainsaw Massacre for sure.
Does it really?
Yeah.
This by miles?
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're talking about what's his name?
Leatherface?
No. Jason?
Jason is Friday the 13th.
Who the fuck is for
Michael Myers?
Michael Myers. We're talking about Michael Myers.
This guy. Now you can't remember his name, all right? You can't remember his name. That's enough, buddy. That's enough.
I don't like the Halloween franchise.
Yeah, okay. So what are we talking about here?
I just know Michael Myers is kind of badass. But honestly, I have a big sour taste from like the newer Halloween movies that I guess it's not that. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So we're gonna move forward with Leatherface.
Okay, Leatherface it is then.
Oh
Texas.
yeah, it's probably it's like one of the first horror movies I've ever seen. I remember watching it and there's like this part in the movie where I believed it was real.
Okay.
Is if I'm even remembering this correctly, but I remember there's like this part where there's these 2 officers like at the end of the movie that go to investigate, and like it's like I want to say it's like a found footage type deal.
Okay.
And they're just like I don't even know. I don't know if they're walking in a cave or walking in the house, bro. I must have been like 7 or something.
Okay.
So watching this, and just like they're walking and talking, and in the background, like super faint, that you kind of just hear like the engine revving from the chainsaw.
From the chainsaw.
Yeah, and they're talking. They're like, yo, what the.
Yeah, what's that noise?
Yeah, what's that noise? And then like it starts to get going, and they're like, and they get their gun out, and it's no use. Like, they just get absolutely murdered.
Do you think in real life chainsaw versus gun is that a fair fight?
No, absolutely not. You get bodied every time, buddy. You get bodied every time.
It's just gonna be that one scene from Terrifier. It just pulls out a gun bang.
That's literally, bro.
Terrifier's not on this list, by the way.
I mean
Terrifier is more of a slasher.
That's a comedy.
That's a comedy slasher.
That's a comedy. There's nothing. There's nothing. It's still a great. I love Terrifier.
I love Terrifier.
Great movie. Not scary.
No.
At least not to me. It's
The
just
first one wasn't that bad.
It's too over the top.
The first one wasn't terrible.
Yeah, but that one doesn't have the art that I know.
No, the first one does. Like, I
thought the first one didn't have him.
The first Terrifier, it does. Like Terrifier 1, it has him.
Oh, it's the YouTube short that doesn't have
YouTube
it.
short doesn't have him, and one of the clips in the movies doesn't have him.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is moving on then.
Yeah, bro. It's so much more gory. To me, just so much more perilous, bro. Like, I don't know, like the idea of essentially being stuck in your own neighborhood sounds kind of like wild to me.
Yeah.
Versus like you being stranded in the middle of a farm, car doesn't work, you're in this house with a cannibal who is essentially like just torturing you for fun. Like that, to me, is way scarier.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you wake up on a meat hook. Like, I don't know.
Sounds like a good time.
Okay.
Bracket 4A is Paranormal Activities, the original,
Okay.
against Saw, the original Saw.
Against the original Saw. As a horror movie, Paranormal.
Yeah.
As a horror movie,
absolutely.
As a movie,
it might be Saw. It might be Saw. Yeah.
As a movie, Saw, bro.
But, okay.
But this is for horror films.
This is for horror films, but we got to put some respect on Saw.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The twist and everything,
insane.
The first Saw is really good. Is it scary though?
No. It's more shocking.
Yeah.
It's like a shock factor.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's like intense.
Yeah.
It's like intense because like you realize like what's on the line there. You know what I mean? And like what they have to do to like get free, and if they they essentially have the guts to like do what it takes to like get out of there.
Right, to get out of that situation. Yeah, no, I agree. But honestly, yeah, Paranormal Activity, the first one, we've already talked about it, obviously, in the Blumhouse, but...
Also, another one, like I was talking about earlier, one of those found footage films that you just like...
Yeah, you just...
Those are the ones you see and you just like that. Those are what I think of as like pushing like the envelope. Like that, like what they did with like just like the home cameras just being there.
Right.
Super original, super cool take on the found footage genre. And a cool mixing of the two genres in general, where it's like the sort of Exorcist and The Witch, where it's like paranormal and it's also found footage, and it's just like it's just like a really good combo together.
It is. It was a great film, and but now it doesn't hold up as much. I'd rather watch Saw now than Paranormal Activity.
I don't think so.
You'd rather watch Paranormal Activity?
I think
Over Saw the original?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I have to agree with you though, as a horror film, and this is a horror list, so are we moving on Paranormal?
Yeah, for sure. Paranormal.
Paranormal Activity is moving on. On the other side of the bracket now, we have a couple tough ones on here. Okay. Some of these are gonna be a little rough.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a bracket 1B then, and that is The Conjuring versus Poltergeist.
Which Poltergeist?
The original.
The original Poltergeist? Yeah. No, Conjuring.
Really? That easily?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No, yeah, no
Conjuring.
Way. Yeah, no way.
Conjuring's moving on.
No way. That's just too old, man. I can't like a lot of those classic horror films, man. To me, they just don't hold up.
No, that's not true. Because the rest of this list, you're gonna definitely.
I said a lot of.
No,
I said a lot. I said a lot of because some of them just don't to me. Like bro, like the original Friday the 13th. Yeah. Come on, man! Like you're talking about a movie that like their practical effects were so bad they had to do like crazy cuts.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna give you a name right now that might. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, whatever. We already said it moved on. So this is bracket 2B, and it is Midsommar.
Okay.
Midsommar.
Okay.
Versus Candyman, the original.
I have never seen Candyman. I have never seen Candyman, bro. Actually.
Why?
Actually, I have never seen.
Why?
Never in my life. Why? I'm gonna tell you why right now. Because I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre first in Florida.
God.
right? And this is also why I've never seen Bloody Mary.
No, I don't care
For that same yeah, but the lore.
Yeah, insane.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
you know how terrified I was when they locked me in the room talking about some Bloody Mary.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh my god, bro! You don't understand the fear.
But Candyman also has a crazy lore.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I never watched it.
Gotcha.
For that reason. And then, like, obviously I can watch it now, right?
Did you watch the reboot?
I'm a grown man. No.
Nah, the reboot wasn't too bad. That's why
Really?
Yeah, the reboot wasn't too bad. I liked the reboot.
I didn't want to watch the reboot because I hadn't seen the original, and I didn't want that to I didn't want that to leave a bad taste in my mouth.
No, the reboot was really good.
Oh, okay. So this is a you thing. Well, you like Ari Aster.
How much did you like Midsommar?
I did not like it more than Hereditary. That's for sure.
Midsommar to me it's a mixed bag. I love some of the effects in there. I love the story. I mean, just the start of that film alone put me shocked again.
Yeah,
but I was never scared.
I don't want to say I was never scared, but I feel like that, like, Hereditary to me was like a perfect balance of like drama and horror, and like because it was a family dynamic, I kind of cared for all the characters.
Yeah,
this was not that for me. So like
this was a bad relationship, just an abusive relationship. That's what I watched, and then they went into a cult.
Yeah,
and it was shocking as hell. It's a good film. Mm-hmm. Is it a good horror film? I wouldn't put it over some classic like Candyman. Honestly, I think Candyman might take this one to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think again, I've never seen Candyman, but for me, it's, I guess you could say it's like Saw. Like, I think it's a great movie.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it fits the horror niche too well. Like I said, just because there's just too much. Like, okay, you have the girl losing her parents, right, and trying to cope with that. Then you have the guy essentially being a piece of garbage and not wanting to cut it off. Yeah, like he just doesn't have the balls to cut off the relationship
because of what happened.
Yeah, then he's like doubling down on being a piece of garbage by stealing his friend's, like, I guess, thesis for
for his research project.
Yeah, for their school project. Then, all that tied into the fact that the reason they're even visiting that place in the first place is their Swedish friend who is, trying to recruit his girlfriend into the cult, and then, obviously he's also manipulating her, striking while she's down, And then you have the poor guy who was just there to have a good time.
Yeah.
He was just there to have fun.
He was just one of the travel bros.
Yeah. Just got bodied for no reason. But yeah, like he got dealt with pretty early. But like all of those things that together, I feel like, and then they try to I guess like weave in the fact that like they're in danger. But again, like I don't care for these characters. Like I don't know enough about them. Yeah. Like the only person that I actually cared for was her, and she never like nothing wrong, like nothing happens to her.
She won. Not really.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's just like nothing. Like she was never in any real danger, and like the boyfriend was a piece of garbage, and I didn't know his other friends enough to be like, oh no, right? You know what I mean? Like they just died trying to leave. Essentially, that's all that happened.
I agree. I think Candyman takes it out. So
okay,
all right, we'll go. Candyman's gonna move on. This one's tough. This one's not for me. This one's not tough for me, actually. Okay. But this one's tough in general.
Okay.
The Shining versus Silence of the Lambs.
Two very iconic movies.
To me, Silence of the Lambs takes the cake in every way. Mm-hmm. I've never loved a villain more.
Okay.
Is it scarier? No.
I didn't think either of them were scary.
Exactly.
To me, The Shining is, again, one of those films that doesn't hold up. I thought it was actually pretty boring. I don't know. What? Yeah, I don't know what that means for me. But I didn't get it.
I guess.
I just didn't get it. I don't know. Like, when I think about it out loud, like the whole idea of being stuck on this mountain mansion for the winter with nobody but the people you have sounds insane, right? For however long it was. But I don't know. Like I feel like in execution, it just didn't pan out like how I thought it would.
Right.
It ended up being very boring to me. So
But
I'm cool. I'm cool with Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah,
just because it's there's always that what do you call it, bro? There's like he's just a murderer.
Yeah, but he's scary.
No, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like he's not that far fetched.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not that complicated of a story, and I love the dynamic between the main character and then also
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. He's terrifying. That's one of the best performances I've ever seen. So that's got to move on. Silence of the Lambs then is moving on.
Yeah.
So bracket 4B features the Blair Witch Project against the original Alien.
The Blair Witch Project or Alien?
Yeah. That's tough, bro.
Damn.
That's tough.
Damn. The Blair Witch Project or Alien? Shoot, bro. More iconic, Alien. 100%. More groundbreaking, I'm still going to give it to Alien.
No.
Practical effects are insane, bro. For the 70s?
That's true.
For the 70s is insane, bro.
I don't know. I mean, as a franchise, Aliens, I love it. I love the franchise. But as a one-off movie in a horror bracket, I think Blair Witch has to take it, man.
Damn, bro.
This one's tough, though.
I think it's one of the, like, I don't even know. Because you know what it is? A freak, bro. It's like no matter which shoe I put myself in, I never want to be in either of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in space with the alien. And I don't want to be in a forest.
No.
with the Blair. Like, that's crazy.
This is the worst possible. This is probably the toughest bracket,
bro.
And the fact that they're both in the same one that's unfortunate. But one of these has got to lose.
Like, I know which one. Oh, man. You know what it is? I know which one is scarier for me.
I think Blair Witch is scary.
I think Blair is scarier too. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Which is crazy because Alien might be a better movie.
For a fact, it's a better movie in my opinion. For a fact, it's a better movie in my opinion. It just has more. It has more characters.
Yeah.
More moving parts.
Alien's more of a story.
The lore. This is a way bigger. This is like the world building is better. Like.
Yeah. Mind you, Alien became a franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Blair Witch was.
Yeah. No. It's so one of one. Well, actually, I think there was a second one, but that one
we don't count.
Yeah,
we don't count that.
Dookie. Sucks to say because I like Alien. I do like Alien more than than the Blair Witch Project.
But it's gotta be the Blair Witch
I just don't think it's scarier, bro.
It's definitely not on this whole bracket.
Like genuinely, I don't think I could watch Blair Witch with the lights off. I'm not gonna capture you, brother. I'm not gonna capture you, brother. That is.
That's crazy. Honestly, I agree. But also, yeah, I can watch Alien with the lights off. I think it's better with the lights off.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too. Because it's just not.
I like how our factor now is just, can I keep the lights off?
No, because you know what it is too. I feel like a lot of the I think there was a lot of what do you call it? Not theories of with the Blair Witch. And I feel like depending on like when you see it, I feel like it'll change your view on the movie. So like me seeing it as a kid, the Blair Witch Project was definitely like a paranormal film. And you're just kind of sitting there wondering like, damn, where is the Blair Witch? You know what I mean? And like they're kind of being picked off one by one, and you know, you get that sense of dread of like, damn, like they're facing an entity that they have no hope of beating, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of the theories come in, and I guess if you watch it like with like an open mind, or if you're like more observant, it kind of becomes this whole thing of like, dang, is this the Blair Witch, or like, is this like a person?
Yeah, it has more of a.
Where you're thinking like, is it one of the friends that's like?
Right.
Because I've seen, and like like when you rewatch it, you're like, dang, it kind like that theory holds up where it's like, it's really the two dudes trying to kill her,
right,
the whole time, and even the I don't know if it's the directors or the writers kind of confirmed that theory. Where like at the end, at the end where she finds one of them and they're just standing there. I can't remember if it was the writer director like tweeted about it where he was like, yeah, like why would he stand there like that?
Right.
After saying, you know what I mean?
That's true.
After he called her name. So like I don't know, it has like that double thing where it's like just being alone in the woods with a person is scary.
Yes.
Like on its own.
Honest, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I don't know.
As a horror bracket, I think that's gotta take it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately too, because
Yeah.
I think in a sci-fi bracket, Alien would
Oh yeah, dominate.
But in a horror bracket, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And unfortunate to be paired up against that.
Yeah. Because honestly, I really like Romulus. It might be like Romulus might be scarier.
Romulus might be scary.
Romulus might be scarier, I think.
But Romulus is not on the list, and so
And I think it's just as good of a movie. Okay, maybe not just as good.
Yeah.
But it's up there.
I think it's up there.
I think it's up there for sure.
Romulus got me back into the franchise. All right. Blair Witch is moving on, unfortunately.
No, don't say unfortunately. It's a good movie, man. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie, but yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, that hurt.
All right, so now we have The Exorcist versus Hereditary in the next bracket. Moving on. That's the Hereditary. That's Hereditary. Yeah.
Is that easy for you? You preached this whole time about how important.
That's Hereditary.
About how important.
Don't care. Mind you, again, Hereditary is my favorite horror film.
We're talking about the GOAT right now. Talking about the GOAT, buddy.
Nah. We're not talking about LeBron James, Michael Jordan. We're talking about Hereditary.
No, bro. Yeah, we're talking about Wayne Gretzky here, buddy. All right, you're talking about one of the greatest horror films of all time.
I'm just gonna write it down. Hereditary's moving.
All right, if that's the case, then it's winning.
Hereditary might win. No. It has some pretty fucking tough competition.
I don't know. You just tossed aside Exorcist like it was.
Yeah, but
like it was nothing.
Come on, man. Man. We're talking about the Naked Brother Band.
The Naked Brothers Band. Oh my god.
This one's actually pretty easy for me. This next one.
Okay.
We got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre against Paranormal Activity.
Chainsaw.
What?
Chainsaw.
What?
Yeah. For me, yeah.
What?
For me, yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's if we're talking about which is scarier.
Yeah, well.
If we're talking about which is scarier.
I think Texas is a better film, but as a horror film, I think Paranormal is better. I'm still gonna rock with you on this one, but
you know what it is though? Like gore to me is like it gives it the edge. If that makes sense. Just because like it's not a psychological horror, but for me it's psychologically damaging. Like seeing somebody just react to like getting their like everything cut off.
Like
you know what I mean? Like it's just insane. And like for me too, it's also just the way he treats the people like cattle.
What do you think is scarier though? Like in real life, do you think would you rather be haunted by a ghost, or would you rather be massacred by a guy with a chainsaw? Like, what's scary in that situation?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. For me, it's to get massacred only because it's like kind of double for me. Just because, like, yeah, I'm dying, right? Like I'm gonna like. I guess either way, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also being manhandled is kind of crazy. like it's just like you're.
I think I'd feel better with that.
You're powerless in a different way.
Nah,
with
honestly,
like being haunted. You know what I mean?
Exactly. To me, that's scarier. To me, like nothing. I can't see it. I can't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. I'm cooked.
Yeah, but
hey, man, if I'm stronger than Texas boy,
yeah,
I'm killing.
Listen, buddy, that's like saying if LeBron James had a chainsaw, am I just gonna? Do you know what I mean? Like that's insane, bro.
You know, if I didn't tear my ACL, man, I would have.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I guess maybe because I'm short. I'm 5'7", but I can't imagine a 6'5", 250 plus pound guy.
What is Texas?
With like.
Is that what Texas is? 6'5", 250.
I'll tell you right now. The original Leatherface height in Texas Chainsaw Massacre was 6'7".
God damn.
Yeah.
Yo, he was massacring people. He could have been massacring the rebounds.
He was 6'7", 330 pounds, bro.
Okay,
what are you gonna do, bro?
Okay,
what are you gonna 330 pounds, 6'7"?
I didn't know that he was the O-line for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yo, that's insane,
I didn't know
bro.
that he was the center for the Eagles. I'm sorry.
His arm is like, see what I'm saying? Like, again,
That's Mark Henry in his prime.
like, oh, okay. And here's my thing too, right? I'm not religious at all, right? Not religious at all. And I feel like also like the movies kind of make this a point too, where it's like you can't really ignore it either. Like no amount of ignoring it is gonna like help out. Like I just feel like I can't get possessed. Not like like I don't want it to happen to me. Like I literally.
What are you just different?
Yeah, like I'm just different, bro. Like I just feel like I can't. Like you're not gonna possess me, bro. Like I just feel like
Okay, then I guess that's where it's tough because I am religious. So for me, paranormal shit blows my mind. It scares the shit out of me because I believe in it in every way, shape, or form. Because it's my religion.
Yeah.
Like it goes not against it, but you know, that's to me it's real. To me it happens.
Yeah.
To me it's not just based on true shit. It is real shit. That's real life. You know. So to me that's why it's so scary.
Okay.
But like a guy with a chainsaw, I mean, then again though, it is not just a guy.
6'7", 330 pound man. All right, it's not me walking around with a chainsaw. All right, he's not 5'7", 330 pounds. All right,
he doesn't have the Walmart costume on. No. This guy's
he has an actual face made of actual skin.
Crazy.
He's a mask of skin. This is disgusting.
You got me there. So all right, Texas Chainsaw Massacres. This is moving on. I feel like this was going to be pretty easy, honestly. The next bracket is The Conjuring against Candyman. I think The Conjuring takes that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't seen Candyman, but I enjoyed The Conjuring.
All right, Conjuring is moving on.
I don't think The Conjuring is going to win at the next round, though.
It's not at all.
Yeah.
Next bracket would be Silence of the Lambs against The Blair Witch Project. I don't know, man.
Listen, buddy. Silence of the Lambs. Scary?
Hannibal Lecter, buddy.
Nah, no way. Over to Blair Witch?
All right.
No way.
I honestly, this one might be my toughest one. I don't think I'd be able to decide.
Okay.
But I'll take your edge. Blair Witch is gonna move on. All right, we're gonna do The Conjuring against Blair Witch. That's not a question, right?
No.
That's not a question.
Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Blair Witch 100%.
Yeah.
I like The Conjuring.
It's not.
It's not that much, though.
It's not on the same level.
No, it's not.
The Conjuring, they had a cake run.
Yeah, The Conjuring is only The Conjuring. Also, too, like, when you find out about, like, when you start doing, like, your research on Ed and Lorraine Warren, it's kind of, like...
Yeah.
You kind of, like, don't care about, like, that universe in general. They're just like scam artists. They were just like scam artists, and it's so funny because I remember watching that stuff and being like, "Damn, like they were the coolest." And you do like any amount of research, and they're like, "Yeah, they were frauds."
Hey, man.
And it just like takes away all their credibility.
They had their business.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Yeah, no, The Conjuring that had a Cinderella run. It ends here. Blair Witch just wiped the floor. Blair Witch is going to the finals.
Yeah.
Now we have Hereditary against Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Respectfully, that's a 5-game series. That's 4-1 Hereditary. Come on, Hereditary wipes.
Damn. Hereditary is so perilous, bro.
Yeah.
It is so like, could you imagine? Like, just be real for a second here, right? Imagine you figure it out, right? Or you thought you figured it out.
You figure what out?
Like that you're lambs to the slaughter.
Okay.
Right? Like something bad is definitely happening to you, and you have to get out. And everywhere you turn, they're in on it too. That is crazy, bro.
The fact that this guy was at school and he looked to his left and there was this lady just waving at him, bro. bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
When the mom thought she found a new friend, next thing she knows, she goes back to that same apartment. No one lives there. What?
Bro, if you rewatch the movie, there are so many people with that pagan
Colt.
with the pendant, either as a ring,
That's right,
or like as a necklace. You know what I mean? Like that symbol is even over Joanne's apartment door.
I mean,
it's actually that is so like disheartening, bro. Like what a tedious venture to like the whole town.
yeah. Now, I love when the movie opened with the mom being like, "Why are there so many people at the funeral?" Mm-hmm. It's because your mom,
Yeah,
the grandma was
that lady, bro.
that lady.
She was a cult leader.
She was her.
All right, so you know how she meets Joanne,
Yeah.
right? Like doing the whole rehab thing or whatever the case is at the church. They were getting letters for the church as soon as the grandma died.
Yeah.
So like one way or the other, even if it wasn't Joanne, like, oh, like you should come down, she was gonna get that idea in her head to go to, like, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, bro. Like there was no
The
like
manipulation in that film was insane. Just the mom thought she was acting on her own free will. Not once did they not have everything planned out. Her mom was so good at pulling strings and getting everything she wanted to happen. The only thing that the mom couldn't control was what gender her grand kid came out as. And that fucked with it because obviously Pagan needed a guy.
yeah.
And-
I think his name was Paimon or whatever.
Yep, Payman. He needed a male host, and so for some reason the mom didn't let the son be close with the grandma. The grandma got close with her daughter instead. Her daughter then had to die because Pagan was in the daughter.
Also, kind of weird that the grandmother breastfed. So that was I remember hearing that, like, huh?
I will say the only like weird thing about the film that I never found scary. I just was like, what the fuck? I was like, why are they naked? There's just a bunch of naked people.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
I don't know either.
They're just all naked.
Nudity is just like
That's scary.
I don't know if it's
You
scary.
just see
It's
like a grandma's titties. You're like, holy shit.
I don't know what it is about nudity that, like,
People just don't like nudity.
your birthday suit. I don't know. Like not in the. I feel like I only ever see it in religious stuff, like nudity.
I guess. Yeah. Well, it's in like paintings.
Religious ones. No, I just mean in general, like with like horror. Like the only time I ever see like nudity, I guess, in horror outside of like religious stuff is like in sex scenes.
I don't know. Nosferatu was slanging.
He was.
Hereditary wipes the floor though.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Nah. I don't care what. He could be 350 pounds. Hereditary's wiping that floor.
350 pounds. See, if he was in there, he would have been fine.
They tried to pick him up. He just couldn't. All right. The finals comes down to Hereditary against the Blair Witch Project. To me, this is tough, but not as tough as I was hoping for.
I don't know. For me, I think Blair Witch is scarier, but I don't think it's so much scarier that I could give it
The Edge.
Yeah, because Hereditary is just I don't want to say it's a better written story. It's just a way more complex story.
It's a better film.
Okay, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's a better film. It's just all around a better film. And in this case, it's scary enough that I can't just give it justification and say, like, Blair Witch is a scarier film, so it wins, like we've done for a couple of other things. Hereditary is also really scary.
Yeah.
And so I can't just say, like, nah, horror-wise, nah, Hereditary is honestly the better horror film. I don't care how much scarier it is. It might not be as scary as Blair, but it is the better horror film.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think for that reason, Hereditary has got to win the bracket.
Yeah. I wonder how many people were like, yeah, Hereditary's on there. It's just going to win.
Yeah. People just stopped watching after they heard Hereditary.
Why'd you put it on there, man?
Yeah.
Imagine.